Good
Morning.
good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Monday night for us, Tuesday morning for you guys. We are here live and direct in our living room.
In our cold living room.
I'm not cold.
He's never cold. I'm freezing.
So, no idea what time it is. It's not too late, not too early, somewhere in the middle.
No, it's like
It ain't
10:40.
that bad, huh?
Yeah, it's like 10 something.
Ain't that bad comparison to you guys know how we get down. Just wanted to share with you guys today. As you guys know, we made a quick run to SoCal. Oh yeah, we did a devotional there. Remember in your daughter's dark extra bedroom?
That's the grandma room.
Yeah. The grandma?
The grandma room. The nana room.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my extra bedroom.
yeah. Somebody had asked me, I forgot who it was. One of the brothers was talking to me, and they're like, "Where do you stay when you go there? Because you go there often." And I'm like, "Well, her daughter has an extra room. Your son has an extra room. Your mom has an extra room." Because I think they thought, like, how do you afford the hotels,
So we usually stay when we stay long periods, we'll stay with my mom. Because I really do enjoy staying with my
Yeah, well,
mom.
she has a two-bedroom.
When it's just me and him. When it's just me and him, we stay with my mom. Whenever we take the boys, we like to kind of stay close. So my daughter and my son literally live 3 minutes away from each other. So
Yeah.
they're literally like one big avenue away from one another. So it's 3 minutes away, and I like have my boys love being with their big brother. So
So they stay in his extra room,
yeah,
and we stay in your daughter's extra room.
and my older son loves having his younger brothers there with him. So they stay in his extra room, and they love being with big brother because they
Yeah,
just
I can't remember who asked me, but I guess it's a good question because he's like, "How do you guys go?" And I'm like, "Pretty much, all we pay is gas because the
yeah.
way your mom feeds us, oh my gosh, like,
He gets spoiled. My mom loves making him
oh, you're
like
closer
fish.
and I'm far."
My mom loves making him sopa de camarón, and she loves cooking for him.
So I'm
And
able to take Sharon often because of their extra bedrooms and because their family feeds us. Like, and it was awesome, guys, because your daughter and our son-in-law, they they always want us to spend some time together, us, and they bought us tickets to see Avatar. That movie.
we've been declining for the last every single time that we've gone. We've been declining to go to the movie theater.
Yeah, well, because we always go on a holiday. I'm not gonna come down here and spend time away from the family,
Yeah.
But
So we've been declining and declining. They're all like, "Go for just go on a date, go on a date," and we're all like, "No, no, no, no." And finally, this time, we really wanted to watch
how are you
Avatar.
gonna say no to Avatar, right?
So we're like, okay, this time we were. So what they did is they ended up taking my grandson and little Lily to
Did you say? What did you
yes,
say?
little Lily, little Lily. They
Yeah,
took them to the arcade.
yeah, Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, they went to take them there for pizza and everything while we went to go watch Avatar. And
It was so good.
yeah, it was really nice. It was nice of them to do that, and they spent time with them, and it was
Yeah.
nice.
Well,
So we get the Nana room.
we had been wanting to see Avatar too. So actually, like a week and a half ago, we watched part one because it was on Prime or something. I don't remember, one of those.
Yeah.
And we watched part one. Oh no, it was on Disney Plus. We watched part one with the hope that we could go see part two. So when they offered, I'm like, anyways, it was nice. Not only was it a great movie, it was nice to spend time just us two.
My kids are grown up, guys. Just so you'll know, I have a 32-year-old, and then I have my she'll be 30 already. They're my kids are they're they have their careers,
Yeah,
you
they're in the
know.
peak of their career, so
They're in the peak of, yeah, they're in the peak of their careers. My daughter is her fiance is occupational therapist, and she's getting her doctorate to get her. She's an occupational therapist as well, but she's going for her doctorate. Is what she's actually. They want to actually open up their own practice. Is what they want to do, and she was the one that wants to get licensed. You know, so that way they can have their practice, and that's where they're geared towards. And then my oldest son, he is an engineer, so
he's the one that remember his eye accident.
yeah, he's the one that I've spoken to. And by the way, he's finally going back to work. So he'll be going back to work next week. And he did, guys. You know, he's a supervisor. He's been an engineer for several years. He kind of left SpaceX about, I'm going to say about 8 years ago. And he went into work in the aeronautical engineering, and he started doing supervising. And so, because he can supervise, he doesn't need to use both eyes. So, they went ahead and told him that he can go back to the position where he was at. And that's really, really awesome that
Yeah.
he's going to go back and working in the position where he was at. And he's kind of really excited about it.
Yeah. So it's been a little busy because Wednesday we had Bible study, and then Thursday we left to Southern California. And I spent the Friday there, and then Saturday came back. Got home at 10:30 at night, and
It's a little past 10:30.
the next day, yeah, 10:32. That's the GPS said. What was the point
It
of
did
saying?
not feel like it. We went to bed super duper late.
So got here at 10:32, and got up the next day, man, and preached. And I had no idea that it was already 12:15 in the Sunday service. I was just going, and then they had a surprise birthday potluck for me.
Which is not much of a surprise because I'm sure you already knew because you saw things moving around in the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. I'm not sure what happened, but they wanted to surprise me, and they started setting up on Friday night, and there's cameras, and it notifies my phone. So, but anyways, it was nice. It was really nice, and even though service didn't end till 12:15, usually ends about 11:45. People still stayed. Everybody fellowshiped. There was a lot of good food and a giant cake, and it was a chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. It was chocolate filling, chocolate cake with chocolate frosting. Don't get no better, guys.
It was really nice. You know what was awesome is that there's still a few people that stayed after, even way after, and we decided to get all the leftovers, and we were able to make at least, I'm gonna say at least 21 boxes,
Yeah,
and
the clamshells.
yeah, 21 clamshells, and we decided to take a drive to go feed a few less fortunate. And it was crazy because I had some cake that I was going to bring home and a few clamshells for I had two clamshells of certain food that I was going to bring home to my son. And you know what, even that I just gave away, and even the cake,
And
you
the
know,
ruffles.
I gave away everything, guys. I gave away because there was just the need. There was people out
We
there.
pulled up to one spot and people kept coming and coming and coming. Do you have any more food? Do you have any more food?
And I was like, all I have left is bags of chips and cake. And they're like, we'll take it. We'll
Yeah.
take it. And I'm like, it's a lot of cake. Do you want it? They're like, yes, we'll take it. I was like, here
You're like,
you
I don't
go.
have forks. And they're like, it's all right.
It's okay. We'll take it. And they were eating the cake. They were eating everything. Anything that I had, they were taking it. Even if it was just bread, they were taking it.
Yeah.
And I just gave it to them, guys, and they ate it. But we gave out all the leftover food that was left, and it was a blessing because we got to pray with people, and we got to see some familiar faces that was really heartbreaking to see.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking to see some very
There's
familiar
3 people
faces.
that 2 people you knew
Yeah,
and I knew, and then one person that I knew. And
yeah,
it's just it's just a slap of reality. It's like, man, you know, one minute you're in the pew worshiping God, and then you backslide. Well, I don't say backslide. You walk away from the Lord, and you go right back where you came, right back to the vomit you came out of, and that is very heartbreaking, guys.
yeah.
You know, when you see somebody that you fellowship with and worship with you and prayed with you, and all of a sudden they're coming up saying, "Do you have food?" And you look up and see a familiar face, and that's
Yeah,
harsh.
it's really,
Yeah,
really harsh. But
it's
we came back to the church and we stayed more hours, and we didn't get home till we didn't leave the church till almost 10 o'clock at night.
which is why all this to say this is why you didn't get a devotional yesterday, guys.
Yeah, and then David,
I'm birthdayed out. You know how many times people saying happy birthday to me? I'm just like, you sang last Sunday at the church announcement, and then on Wednesday because brother
so
Saul brought a cake, and then again yesterday. But it was nice. I mean, I get it.
well, and then he got an amazing. I want to thank Melodia and and Sister Diana Chavez, for really taking the time to put together and being the brains of the gift and really taking the time to go out there and getting and gathering everybody together to get
Yeah,
this amazing gift from on behalf of everybody, because it was just such an amazing gift, and I know it was something that you've been wanting for so long, because when she came to ask me, I said yes, this is what he's been wanting. And but he stayed behind in the church, and I'm going to show you guys a video, guys, because I want him to share this video.
you can't. It's on your phone. You can't share it.
But
I
why
can't
can't
put it
I?
into my phone.
Why?
Can't. I guess maybe it's
Did I
gonna take
send
me
it to you?
longer.
Well, can I send you at least a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll share a picture at least, guys.
So
Yeah.
actually, I don't want to just point one gift out because other people brought gifts. Got a lot of
You
great
can't share.
gifts.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
know.
am. But I'm just, man. It,
Stop it.
let me
I have
share.
pictures of all the other gifts.
So no, I'm not talking about pictures. I want to acknowledge other gifts, not just that
Okay.
one. So I got a lot of great gifts. I got an Amazon card, a Starbucks card, other gifts, and so I want to thank everybody
Yeah,
that
of
brought
course.
gifts. Saul, the breakfast burritos were amazing.
Oh my God. I couldn't eat it though.
Brother, he didn't bring nothing wrapped in a gift. He brought something wrapped in foil. It was 2 chorizo burritos with nopales inside, and I saved them for this morning. And you threw them in the air fryer, huh? Made them crispy. What? Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
What? Why is that
Nothing.
funny?
Nothing.
Why did you poison me? What's so funny? Guys, I think she did something to the burritos because I have no idea why she's laughing.
My God, nothing.
This is called an awkward moment right now because she's laughing for no reason.
Andrea and Tomas are probably cracking up with you.
And he brought homemade tortillas from his mom, right?
Yes. I couldn't eat the burrito because
Are we taking the tortillas tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
But I couldn't have any of the burrito.
Yeah, I know.
He ate my burrito.
I ate both, man. Both of them. I
He
wasn't
ate
playing.
both of them. He ate my burrito.
But the gift that the church gave me that you were talking about with
Yes.
Melody and Diana, it came in this velvet bag, and it says Lion of
I'll
Judah.
move so you can show it.
It's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And every time I see these, I get sad
Why?
because I can never get one. I remember one time I saw one at remember when the Majesty was closing
Yeah.
and it was in the rack and it was at a discount And it was still too expensive. Remember that?
It was inside the cabinet, yeah.
Yeah. Look at this, guys. This is a shofar.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to read you that sticker. If I could see. It says authentic shofar made in Israel. And then it has their little shofar Israel and some Israeli words.
I didn't even feel it. Let me feel it.
It's light.
Wow. Will it break if I drop it?
Well, are you going to try it?
No.
It feels, it's probably strong, but it feels fragile. But
It feels fragile.
these are from animals. And they ram each other, right? So it's got to be strong. I don't know.
Try it.
Man, what if I can't do it? Guys,
He's been watching you.
I have been practicing because here's the thing. Everybody in the church is clapping for me to try it. I've never blown a trumpet, never blown anything like that because I guess there's a certain way to purse your lips or whatever. I've never done that ever in my life. And everybody, 80 people around me making me do it and nothing comes out. That's the video she wanted to show you. But after that...
I got a video of you doing it really nice.
Oh, really? So after that, after everybody left, it was just a handful of us, I kept practicing the whole evening until the point where Sharon told me to stop already. So I'm going to try it.
There you go.
It might not come out. I don't know what's going to happen. If it comes out, it's waking up the whole house because everybody's, oh man.
Go. Do it. You could do it better than that.
It's getting there, guys.
Nice.
It's getting there. But Sunday's coming, watch.
You gonna do it on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm going to practice every day until Sunday. I'm going to set it off.
Wait, close it. If it falls off.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, for those of you that don't know, what is the meaning of a shofar? For me, obviously to the Hebrew people, it's something, very endearing to them. I'm not Jewish, but I will say this, is that when I picture battles, when I picture victories, when I picture the walls of Jericho falling, when I picture the Red Sea falling over Pharaoh's armies, when I picture the coming of Jesus, I imagine shofars. And I've heard them before, and there's just something to me that's beautiful about it. And Sister Diana at the church takes hers every single Sunday, but she usually sits way in the back. But this Sunday, in the middle of worship, I heard that thing blow.
That sound is so beautiful.
Yeah, and guys, I've always wanted one. So those of you at the church that participated, that helped, that thank you. This is truly something that I will hold on to and cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gift.
Yeah, it is. So, I know sometimes Sister Diana blows a shofar when they go out on Iron 9th to minister, evangelize, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's cool. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, it is.
I
sent her a video of you doing it.
Oh, did you? Mm-hmm. When I actually was doing it, what'd you say?
Yeah, she's a way to go, Pastor.
So, but that's after one day, guys. So, it's pretty cool stuff. What else? As you guys know, those of you that aren't in California, yes, there's water everywhere. Water everywhere. We went and picked up Sister Janet at the airport today. She was with Eli. and she went
Juarez.
to Juarez with him. But as you guys know, I don't know if you guys know. Well, you guys probably don't know, but if you do know her and you're watching, she had a neck brace for a long time because of a major back surgery she had. Remember we visited her? That was a serious surgery, and so she started getting a lot of pain over there. It was really hard for her, and she flew back because I think Eli is still out there for another
For
week,
another week, yeah.
and it was way too much for her. And
Well, they're working hard.
yeah, they're working hard,
really, really hard. It's a lot of work, guys. When you're laboring and
Yeah.
you're doing the. If you were able to see the second set of pictures for the second day of serving, I think it was up to 500 people
Yeah.
on the second day. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and
yeah. I give her props, man, because having that major surgery in her back, and she's still out there, she's doing it.
yeah,
But I was like, don't be discouraged, because you came back a week early.
yeah,
Because you were there for a whole week, and while we were sitting here in our couches, you know what I mean? You were out there and you were doing it. So when she called and said, "Is there any way you guys could get me at the airport?" We're like, "Of course,
yeah.
of course." So went and picked her up, and man, saw so many floods, just floods everywhere, man. Houses, ranches, just sides of the freeway.
Yeah, we went through a lot of back roads, and we went through a lot of little potholes too.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of the side roads and everything. There were just a lot of potholes, and
Yeah.
from there we ended up going all the way to Merced towards.
Yeah, well, we had to take her that direction, and yeah, it was. And then so we got to Merced. Well, she doesn't live in Merced, but when we had to get to Merced. It was crazy. It was the weirdest thing, right? Because we drive into Merced, and parking lots were full of white, and I'm like,
Did it snow out
did
here?
it snow? I mean, I'm talking piles. Actually, I have pictures.
Yes.
Here's pictures. That was hail, guys.
Yeah, hailstorm.
I mean, I've seen it hail. As you guys know, we got beat up by hail a few days ago.
Yeah.
And but this was piles of
It
hail.
looked like snow.
It was insane, all over parking lots in the street, and I'm like, what is going on? I said, what in the Pharaoh of Egypt is going on? And yeah, that it was wild, and I went through this car wash because it wasn't raining at the time, and I had some mud all along the sides because it was raining earlier. So I have a car wash membership, so I can go as many times, as I want. And it was flooded, and I said, "How long has it been flooded?" She goes, "A few minutes ago." She goes,
It just happened.
She goes, "Where were you at?" I said, "We just came into town. We're not from Merced. We're just driving through to do something real quick." And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "We're sitting here, and all of a sudden hail came, and I mean it was flooded like I think about this high on the street. It was almost up to
It
the
was really flooded.
yeah, because a low car couldn't go through there." She goes, "That wasn't there a few minutes ago. That's how much rain came down." And wow, so it's crazy. It's crazy, and it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You
Once
know?
again, we didn't have hot water.
Yeah, this morning took a freezing shower. That wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, we were flooded from our basement again, guys.
Yeah.
So hopefully, today, which is today for you guys, for us it's tomorrow, but we will have somebody. Hopefully, we have somebody come take a look at it, and
Yeah.
hopefully we figure out what we're gonna do. But yeah, we keep getting flooded, guys.
Our basement.
Yeah, our basement just continues to get flooded, and we're just like, what are we gonna
Yeah.
do?
And we have a sump pump, meaning it turns on automatically, but by the time it turns on automatically, it makes the pilot go out. And another thing, I'm probably going to do this on a video, standalone video too, but guys, I keep forgetting to say that the bike ride, the 450-mile bike ride that was supposed to be at the end of this month and the first week of February has been postponed.
Yeah.
First of all, it was, as you guys know, Cholo Trucker got hit by a car. He's okay, but his bike got damaged and his body got damaged. he still has not fully recovered to ride a bike. He took his bike into the shop
Yeah.
and he got on a stationary bike and he said pain on his knee, his ankle, and on his spine that he didn't realize. And he called me.
But either way, that wouldn't have stopped everybody else. But I think the
Well,
weather.
he called me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna postpone." He goes, "If you guys are gonna do it, that's fine." And I'm like, "Well, we want to do it with you," because he goes, "I do want to do it in the future." But then the storms came
Yeah, there's just a lot of mudslides. There's a lot going on.
on Highway 1, guys. Along the coast, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, it has been pummeled and pummeled, and it doesn't stop. I
Yeah.
mean, and those poor people. We have
Sister Janaya.
yeah, she's out
Yeah.
there, and it's just. I called Cholo Trucker because he felt really bad about postponing. Because you guys know this is a guy that swam Alcatraz.
Yeah.
This is a guy that got in a boxing ring with Gunner with broken rib, with the cracked rib already. This is a guy that will not stop, and he was kind of he was discouraged, down about postponing. And I called him the other day and I said, "Bro, even if you had not gotten hit by a car, we would have had to have postponed." He goes, "Why?" I said, Because you probably don't get the news down there of Highway 1, but there's no way." Remember that video showing all those just logs and trees along the bike roads?
Yeah. I
It,
think
you know,
there
it
was
would,
a few mudslides, and then I think there's a sinkhole
I
in
mean,
a certain area as well.
and flooding.
Yeah.
I told them we would have had to have postponed anyways because nobody would have anticipated these storms.
Yeah.
And I said, "So feel better, man. Don't get discouraged because you postponed." Because he kind of felt, because when I told him, I said, "Well, if you're not going to do it, then I'm not going to do it." And he's like, "No, no, don't let me be." I said, "You don't got to worry because now, because of these storms, we would have all had to have rescheduled anyways."
Dangerous.
Yeah, we're going to postpone it for a later date. Not sure what date yet. We're waiting to see how his health is more important, of him recuperating. That him getting hit by a car could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
So I mean, first of all, we're grateful
Absolutely.
that
That it wasn't worse than
it wasn't fatal, that he's
Yeah,
here with us.
that he's here. Absolutely. I can't believe that they
Hit and run.
that they haven't caught the person who did it too.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, yeah, we're gonna do that ride. We're gonna do it, but his health is first, guys.
Absolutely.
Because I told him, I said, you got to make sure you're 100%, because if you hurt something, you can make it worse.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, 450 miles, that ain't no joke.
Yeah. I remember when I got into that accident that one time, it took me a while to get
Yeah.
back on my bike. So I can imagine him, which was so much worse.
Yeah.
I think that, it should take him some time to get back. He shouldn't rush the process.
Yeah. But I probably want to do a Zoom with him so we could both an official postponement video, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Are we
So
gonna talk about?
I was just talking to them.
Oh, I'm not gonna share a verse or nothing. Okay.
No, we're 28 minutes in already.
Well, just asking.
Yeah, guys. So hopefully, again, you were able to watch Sunday service. I think I preached for an hour and a half. So that should count as the devotional today. But we just
I
wanted
don't
to,
know these things, guys.
yeah, we just wanted to say hi to you guys and say hello and let you see our faces and let you hear our voices and let you know that we're still here. And it's been a crazy week in California. Seriously,
Yeah, it sure has.
it just doesn't stop. And you know, the when our pilot goes out, guys, it's a long process because then we have to pump the water out of the basement, and then we have to let things dry, and then we got. It's just it's taking a lot. It's taking its toll, you know. and
It really, really does,
yeah, and it
guys.
just really hinders a lot of stuff, and because of that, it changes our schedules and how we got to make sure we get a shower in there, and just it really throws us off, and yeah,
Yeah, and then on top of that, right now, we're having to be in Modesto every day.
yeah,
We're in Modesto every day from 8:30 to 2 o'clock, and it's an everyday thing, guys. So we are at the church daily, and that's for the remainder of the next for the next few months, which kind of and it's not it was something that was unexpected, but that's something that kind of puts us in a it changes our schedule a little bit as
yeah.
well. So we can't be here to take care of sometimes, like right now, we can't be here to take care of that, what's going on with the basement. So the moment we come home, we have to attend to that
Just so we can get a shower at
just so
night.
that we can get a shower at night. So,
Yeah, because what happens is right now, I'm gonna, if I don't take a shower by the morning, if it rains all night, there's gonna be no pilot. There's gonna be freezing cold water, and it
yeah,
just starts all over again.
yeah. So we can't take care of anything until the evening time, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah. Because I remember even last night. I don't know. You kind of wake up and I hear the rain, and I'm just like you wake up for a second, and I'm just like, oh, no hot water in the morning, and then I knock out, and then sure enough,
but you know what, guys? But that's when the Lord tells you to count it all joy. And I know it's hard sometimes to do that, because in the midst of so many issues, in the midst of so many things, it's like, how do you count it all joy?
yeah,
Like, how do you?
that we have running water, and there's people that don't. There's
We gotta
entire
we gotta count we gotta count our blessings,
there's entire neighborhoods that are in 4 feet of water.
Yeah. We
Just
gotta count our blessings, guys. We gotta think about it. There's people that don't even have a roof over their head, or we don't even have clothing, or don't even have air in their lungs, don't even have life today. We made it to 2023. I really like what Hassan said. There's people that didn't even make it into this year. You know, um, we gotta count it all joy and count it all blessings. We gotta be so grateful.
when we dropped off Sister Janet, and I had to make that ride to Merced. I took Santa Fe, and Santa Fe is like a back road. It's like the old highway before 99 existed. And I saw the sign that said federal prison. And I looked at my GPS, and it was 5 minutes away. That's where I did my last, 2 years and like 3 months of my 6-year sentence. I told Sharon, I said, I'm gonna go to the prison. She goes, why?
I was like, what? Why?
And I said, because it's 5 minutes away. I said, I want to see it, you know. And so I took that little side road. It was a little back road, and drove right in there. I knew nobody was going to say nothing because, I mean, there's visitors, there's staff, there's... If I would have gotten questioned, I would have just said, oh, I'm here to talk to the chaplain. I would have just said that. I'm a pastor and I want to talk to the chaplain. That's all I would have said.
Could you have made a wrong turn and you make a U-turn?
Well, there's a lot of signs that say don't go in there, no trespassing.
Oh.
So, I mean, there would have been nothing wrong if I would have said, yeah, I'm a pastor and I just want to talk to the chaplain. So I already knew, but nobody stopped me, and I drove in there. I saw the penitentiary. I saw the camp. I saw where I was worked at commissary. I even saw the little cart and those inmates in there. And I said, oh, I used to drive those, And I don't know why. It was a trip seeing it, guys. It was a trip. Didn't affect me emotionally because it wasn't hard time. I did camp time there. So it's not like I freaked out. Like, I don't know. It's probably a different feeling if I see Santa Rita. where I was at in the whole. When I go to SAC, I hate driving by the jail there. That's like that affects me differently. Atwater, other than being away from family, it was actually beautiful because that's where I got my associate's degree. That's where I met Brother Johnny. That's where I met Brother Edwin. That's where I met brothers that I love. And
Our spirits passed through there.
oh yeah, and it's crazy because her brother was in the penitentiary while I was in the camp the same year, and Sharon went to visit her brother.
I told him that when I would go see my brother, our spirits would pass.
And
Yeah.
that's crazy, right? The years before we met, she's coming, driving all the way from San Fernando Valley to visit her brother, and I was probably right there walking back and forth. The way we saw the inmates in the carts,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was like, man, it's a trip.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know. I just wanted to see it. I saw the camp. I was like, look, that's where the chapel's at. That's where the living quarters is at. And it was a trip, see it. And then as soon as I left, I called Brother Johnny Alcala. He's the one that was the one that I left in charge of the group when I left, And I called him, and I was like, hey. He was, what? I'm on my break. I'm like, I just drove through Atwater. He goes, why? I said, I don't know. I just wanted to see if it looked the way I thought I remembered. He goes, did it? I said, yeah, it looks exactly the way I remember.
That's why I say, guys, we gotta count it all joy, because, a lot of the times, we could be like the Israelites when they left Egypt, all they did was complain and murmur and, we
Yeah.
sat there and they just wanted to go back. They wanted to go back to the same place where they came from, and the place where they were rescued from. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why? And it's like they didn't realize that, God had taken them out of something, to take them to something. They were given an opportunity to be freed from something to something better, and all they did was just complain and murmur. They never even got to see the promised land. It's like, and a lot of the times that's all we do. We spend our time complaining and just so miserable.
Yeah.
And it's like, I sit there and I think about, like, people will be like, I wouldn't even think of, I can't even imagine the stuff that you've been through in your past. I can't even see it. Like,
Me?
no, the people tell me.
Oh, tell you.
They tell me all the
Yeah.
time, like, Sharon, you don't even look like somebody that's gone through the stuff that you've gone through. Can you imagine if I sat there and lived my life so miserable? Because if I lived
Yeah.
my life so broken all the time,
Yeah.
if my spirit was always broken, I'd be miserable. I don't want to live my life miserable. I don't want to live my life as a broken person all my life. It's like, come on.
Here's the thing, right? Is that I mean, horrible things happen. People break you. People do things to
Yeah.
you. But if you continue to dwell in it, you have let that person win.
Yeah, you live a defeated life.
Yeah.
You sit there and you live always having to make decisions, always living in life in this moment where, like, indecisive,
Yeah.
always living miserable, always thinking about yesterday, always you just live with this big weight on you all the time, and you're just always slump and always like, oh, I don't know,
Yeah.
with this victim mentality. It's like I feel like I lived that for so long already, and I don't want to continue living like that, because there was a time where I did live like that for so
Yeah.
long. I really did, and I was like, this is enough. Enough is enough, and I was like, nope, that's it, you know. A
Yeah.
rato contigo.
But going through there, I didn't have any emotional feelings, any sad feelings. Actually, in a weird way,
Bittersweet moment.
in a weird way, I smiled within myself
Yeah.
because I had so many beautiful moments in that prison, in that camp. Beautiful moments of of just being near God and being near brothers and fellowship and beautiful visits, and my kids and my parents and my brothers, and my tia. My tia Mary would visit me there, and she's in the presence of God now. She would come see me, man. And where other aunts wouldn't even bring me up to my mom, but my tia Mary would come see me. And just with the brothers and like I said, that's where I went to COU and got my associate's degree in biblical studies, and then into my bachelor's in ministry. I mean, just I've seen people get the Holy Ghost in there. When Pastor Mike, Chaplain Mike, would come. I remember this brother. He comes and because Pastor Mike came, he would come every other week and preach, and he stayed after this brother Randy. And Pastor Mike noticed. He goes, "Hey, could I help you?" And Randy was nervous, and I said, "Hey, Chaplain Mike." Well, he wasn't a chaplain yet, but I said, "Randy, he's never received the Holy Ghost." And he goes, "Oh, we could do it right now." And you've gotten a chance to meet him.
Yeah,
And he goes,
I love him and his wife.
he goes, "You want
Yeah.
you want the baptism of Holy Ghost?" And Randy's like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, let's do it right now." And Randy goes, "Right now?" And he goes, "Yeah, why do you make it hard? It ain't hard." He goes, "Is this something you want?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, Jesus says that when somebody asks him something, does he give him, when he asks for a fish, does he give you a rock?" I still remember that. And he goes, "Well, no." He goes, "Exactly." He goes, "So that what you ask for, you're going to get. Now put your head down. In the name of Jesus," whatever, I can't remember. It was real quick.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Randy just starts weeping and weeping, and just boom, and boom, it just comes out.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
You
and
gotta be like the eunuch. Remember, like the eunuch?
yeah, and it was a
Yes.
beautiful moment, and so many good moments with Brother Johnny and Edwin. Even Brother Nacho. You got to meet Nacho too.
Yeah.
Beautiful moments, man. And I don't know why Johnny doesn't just get up and move over here already.
Did you hear that, Johnny?
He just has to do it. We're getting old already, brother. I don't know what you're waiting for.
Ándale, viejitos.
I know. Do I need to get a bunk bed?
You guys are both muppets.
Get a bunk. I'll get you a locker and a bunk bed, bro. So, anyways,
You and David can be bunkies.
nah.
Me and your wife can have the house, and me and we'll put you and David to be bunkies.
Lock the door.
We'll lock the door. We'll lock you guys up in the garage, and me and your wife can have the whole house
We'll make spread.
with the kids.
So, all right, guys.
Yeah, that was good, guys. Even though we didn't have anything, but I really believe that how about this? How about you guys just count it all joy, no matter what, whether or not there be good or bad memories. It doesn't matter, man. You just count it all joy. You know what? You're going through something, count it all joy, because joy comes in the morning, man, no matter what. So count it all joy, all right?
All right, guys. God
We
bless
love
you. Thank you
guys.
so much.
Have a blessed day.
And
Enjoy your coffee.
see you tomorrow. Since we're going to be at the church all day, we'll get a devotional in. That way it's already done.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you
Bye,
later.
guys.